So we use Shobi as our online platform, and the reason for that initially was really quite a straightforward one. We had access to it as part of our one-to-one iPad deployment, but the other thing was that it's relatively device agnostic, so it could be accessed by pupils at home. So we've begun, before this period of school closure, we began to explore what home learning could look like and how children could do things in school and then carry on with them at home. We'd long been interested in the idea of blended learning, but we hadn't really found a platform yet that could work with that. So that's been really useful. The other advantage we had was that when we needed to have more children learning remotely, that actually we had a number of staff in school that were already up to speed in using Shobi, so it was quite an easy one to push out. But most importantly, it wasn't just about ease of use. It was a really straightforward platform. It has really helped our teachers in class. It's made marking and feedback much more straightforward, so the staff are able to deliver verbal feedback, and they can push one verbal feedback comment out to 5 or 10 children at once. So actually it's really streamlined, both in terms of preparation of resources for things like photocopying, but also reduced the amount of time spent marking and feeding back, given the same amount of high quality feedback but in a much shorter time. And one of the things we were really hopeful for when we began to use this approach to technology was that the teacher workload could be balanced better by the use of technology. So we've completed a sort of an action research study for Apple about the impact of technology on teacher workload. And what we did was, in a very small scale start, we had one of our teachers who has one-to-one deployed iPads and a class without it. And we worked it out that on average across a 2-week period, the teacher with the one-to-one iPad deployment spent about 35% less time on resource preparation and feedback. So it suggests that yes, it has made a big impact. What we're really keen to do is to broaden that out with other teachers as well, and in other teachers across other schools to get a much more in-depth picture.